This morning I went on a short safari trip before the program started, and I saw for the first time in my life an elephant, which now promoted from second place to the first place in my top of favorite animals. Where we yesterday zoomed out and did an environmental scan, looking at the changes in the world and seeing what we can keep, what we can drop and what we need to create. Today we will focus on creating a common vision, first dreaming big, then bringing it down to achievable statements. I asked Mr. Solomon Lumba, the chairman of Peace, what he envisions for White Mountain. One is restoring lost vegetation, forest and grass, a restored landscape. That is the future, that is what we envision. A restored cultural lifestyle and traditional way of living that has been lost. White Mountain then will be successful because we restored what was lost. The unity will come because everyone will have enough resources. There will be peace in our land. Maasai lifestyle and tradition will be back.
Maasai people, they normally slaughter cows or sheep or goat, and they use they eat those meat for food. Most of the time they drink those blood, they take the blood, and also they use the cow skin or hide for like their mattresses. That's leather, and then they just soften. Then each and every special occasion, like a big occasion, like ceremonies, we slaughter cows. You know, you can just meet a Maasai working for more than 50 kilometers a day, and then you can just survive. Maasai just survive with one meal most of the time, and if you take maybe something in the breakfast or in the morning, you can just stay the whole day, and then maybe you can just take another like supper in the evening.
Nelorin enkare enkai nejing ine ore peejing ore baada etusoi erranguti mekure nena kujit metaa naake menya meeku todua kijo apana kijo kidek toning'u diyie kijo kidek.
We hope to see the mountain will bring back a beautiful resource as before, and our community will be happy, will be food secured, also will be educated about the how to save our environment. Yes.
I'm here with Leo van der Vlist, and Leo, I earlier said that we were focusing on creating a vision today, and well, I want to ask you how it went, where we are, but maybe first introduce yourself.
My name is Leo van der Vlist. I'm here to assist Frank Heckman of the Embassy of the Earth with facilitating the White Mountain Future Search. Today was a very exciting day. We took a jump into the future with this community here. And it was interesting. We started talking about at what time in the future can you imagine yourself in a restored landscape. And they didn't actually came up with a year that they thought was a suitable year to have achieved the vision of White Mountain, a regenerated landscape. They came with all kind of clever remarks actually. It depends on how much work you put into it. Or yeah, I have an example where actually after 2 years something started to regenerate by itself because you just left the land alone. So they made all kind of interesting remarks about it, and then they went into jumping into the future without knowing in which year they were actually jumping into. But they came out with a beautiful vision statement for the White Mountain. The most important thing that came out was for them to have a vibrant Maasai community and to restore the Maasai traditional way of life and the traditional knowledge, to have more respect for the elders, and to bring that all back and transfer that to the youth. And the second important thing was to find a new balance between the livestock, the wildlife, and the people, because currently there is overgrazing, which has led to a barren landscape, and overpopulation was mentioned as one of the problems. So they tried to refine the balance and work on managed grazing. The third important point that came out was accountable leadership, transparency. So the Maasai want to keep their community-owned land, and they also want to own the White Mountain journey, as we call it. So that was a very interesting and tense debate at some points, because there are some current leaders involved in the discussion, and but very good, positive discussion. And the fourth point of the vision statement was to restore the land, actually, to bring back the vegetation, to plant trees, to make sure the grass is going to grow again, and to cover the earth and make it look green again here. And in the end, they did come up with a year that they thought this could be accomplished, and that is 2029, 10 years from now.
Thank you, Leo, for sharing what happened today. The day is not over yet. Tonight we have some more storytelling, and then tomorrow we will create councils to actually continue the work that's now been initiated. See you tomorrow.
Okay, see you tomorrow, Pete.